Welcome to Off Campus with Lance and Asher, presented by FootJoy. I'm Lance Ringler, joined today by a former college player who happened to play his golf at UCLA, Travis Johnson. Travis, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Travis, we've had a lot of former college players on Off Campus, players like Annika Sorenstam, J.B. Holmes, but those players have made a lot of noise with their golf clubs. However, you're making a lot of noise with your golf clothes. Can you tell us a little bit about how you went from being an All-American golfer at UCLA to doing what you're doing now?
It was actually a whirlwind. I would have never imagined making clothes, by the age of 29. But I graduated and turned professional in '04. Played my first year out on the Hooters Tour, a couple years on the Canadian Tour. Every year I did the Q School, and I never made it past second stage though. So each year I found myself with no status, and it was the '06 after second stage at Oakmont. Missed it, and driving home, most people are freaking out because, what am I going to do next year? I always took that opportunity to figure out how I'm going to get better, whether it be my fitness, my swing, anything like that. And actually, the idea of apparel came into mind because at the time, I was just wearing what I was sponsored by, and I just knew deep down inside if I kind of maybe dressed a little better and looked a little better, and I might, play a little better. And learned over that next year, there's so much downtime while you're playing, whether it's airports or hotels or rain delays, to always work on other things. And really by the middle of '07, actually in July, I had the business plan written up, the concept of the brand, and really just wanted to have something different for players and the public to have. And our first collection came out in the beginning of '08. I was still playing at the time, and hired a general manager and a sales staff and got it going, and it was great traction at the clubs. It was selling through each season, and it just came to a point in my career where my golf wasn't really performing as well as the business, and so I decided to put the clubs aside and chase the apparel side of it.
So you really felt that if you look good, you're going to feel better,
yeah,
and that's a positive.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was something that it's pretty simple. I think it was my grandpa who kind of always would give me money when I was 13, 14 years old, because I wasn't a country club kid or anything like that, and there's definitely a difference between those kids' dress and mine. And so he'd always make sure he called me Jeepster. He's like, Jeepster, he's like, I want to make sure you look good and feel good out there, and I don't want you to think you're not as good as anyone else out there. So that's kind of what we've done. We've created a product that personifies the traditions of the games, but also brings some of the cooler, new, different looks as well. And also we have it, it's affordable. It's something for the younger kids that they're gonna have to definitely save up for it, but also the older guy, it's right within means.
Now, this being a college show, there are a lot of college players, college teams wearing your apparel.
Yeah, no, it's neat. One of the first teams we went to, and it's pretty mutual, Long Beach State. The coaching staff there came to us, and they were looking for a new look. They brought in a new coaching staff trying to change the culture, and they're looking to step it up a notch. And it was really neat that they came to us feeling like, they thought we had similar objectives. And so it's been 2 years now that we've been working with Long Beach State, and as well as Long Beach State, UCI, and then a handful of other Division I schools. So it's just been neat to be able to help provide those kids with stuff they're excited to wear, and give back to the junior programs, whether it be AJGA or IJGT.
We're also seeing a lot of players on tour.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about who those players are?
Yeah, no, we started with John Mallinger, who's a good friend of mine. He was one of the first believers and saw it, and he loved the stuff, and he's been with us since day one. Peter Tomasulo as well, who's on Nationwide this year. And then midway through that first year in '08, Tommy Armour grew a liking to it. He saw the black and white and grays, and it was just real traditional to him, kind of different. He likes things that are kind of exclusive. So he joined the team. And then this last offseason, actually, Jeff Ogilvy, Aaron Badley, and Bubba Watson came to us, all with the same thing. They're just looking for something different. I think they heard how well we do with our tour players, and we're all about customer service and tailoring it, exactly to their need.
Real quick, you said one name on there, Peter Tomasulo. I want to go back to your college days.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going, right?
Yeah.
Talk about that moment. You guys almost won a national championship one year.
Yeah, our senior year, I think we won 8 out of the 14 events. We're ranked #1 going to nationals at the Homestead in Virginia. Cal was probably ranked about 17th, had a good squad, but I don't think there's one tournament they beat us at. And came down the stretch, last 9 holes, we extended ourselves I think we're 15 shots above the next team, Kentucky with John Holmes, well, JB now, and Oklahoma State. They're all behind us, so it was just us and Cal. And bad weather, but Cal ended up beating us by 6 shots, and you know, we joke around about it, but it was a great time, a great experience. College was amazing. So
Peter lets you know about that every now and then.
Oh yeah, he flosses his ring in front of me all the time when he can.
All right, well, hey, Travis, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Thanks.
And we'll see you right here next time on Off Campus.